Verse 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh.
Come on.
These are not the children of God.
Watch this.
But the children of the promise.
Stop. Who are the children of the promise?
Jacob.
Jacob, the Israelites. The children of the promise are what?
Are counted for the seed.
So who is counted as the seed of Abraham? Only the Israelites.
That's right.
They are the children of the promise. You understand? Isaiah 41 and 8. This scripture is going to make it super plain and easy. Watch this, Isaiah 41 verse 8. It's going to explicitly identify who the seed of Abraham is. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
Watch this.
The seed of Abraham.
Who is Israel and Jacob?
The seed of Abraham.
Who is Israel and Jacob?
The seed of Abraham. My friend.
So, who is the seed of Abraham according to the Bible? Is it Ishmael? Is it Esau? No! The children of the promise are accounted for the seed.
That's right.
They start getting confused. What's going on?
I asked him a question. The sister said God blessed Abraham and wasn't Esau part of Abraham's seed.
So now you said God blessed Abraham, right? And was it what?
Esau.
A part of Abraham's seed. Give me Romans 9. Give me Romans 9. You know what I want? Give me Romans 9. So now my sister, no. Although Esau was one of, and he wasn't Abraham, he was one of Isaac's seed, Esau was not blessed. It was a line through Isaac and through Jacob and through his 12 sons. Right. That's who the blessing pertains to. I'm not going to give you my own words. I'm going to give you the words of God. You understand? Read.
The book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 7.
Start from verse 4.
Verse 4.
Come on.
Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption?
So who pertaineth the adoption back to Christ? Read.
And the glory.
And the glory.
And the covenant.
And the covenants, old and new covenant.
And the giving of the law.
And the what?
And the giving of the law.
Read.
And the service of God.
And the service of God.
And the promises.
And the promises. Jump down to what I want.
Verse 7.
Come on.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham.
What?
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham.
Give me verse 6 first.
Verse 6.
Read.
Not as though the word of God have taken none effect. For they are not all Israel.
They are what?
Not all Israel.
Come on.
Which are of Israel.
They are not all Israel which are of Israel.
That's
Meaning
right.
there are people that descended from Abraham that are not all Israelites. Read.
Neither because they are of the seed of Abraham.
Neither because, what's your name, my sister? Melissa, Sandra, Shaquan, Emilio. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham, because Abraham had many children. Who were his children? Enlighten me.
He had Isaac.
He had Isaac. Who else?
Then when Sarah, Jacob.
So let me enlighten you. He had Ishmael first. Then he had Isaac. Then he had children with Keturah, which is the Midianites. He had many children. Not all of them are Israelites. Read.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham.
So not because they came from Abraham.
Are they all children?
Are they what?
All children.
What children is that referring to? The same children from verse 4, the Israelites.
Right.
Read.
But in Isaac.
In what?
In Isaac.
In what?
In Isaac.
Come on.
Shall thy seed be called.
In Isaac shall thy seed be called. Now who specifically in Isaac? Read. Because Isaac had two sons. He had Jacob, he had Esau. Read.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh. These are not the children of God.
These that are the children of the flesh are not the children of God. The children of the flesh is everyone outside of Isaac and his line through Jacob. And it's going to prove that. Read.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Verse 13.
Verse 13.
Verse 12 actually.
Verse 12.
Come on.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Who was the elder?
The elder was Ishmael.
The elder was Esau. This is talking about Jacob and Esau. The elder was Esau. He shall serve the younger. Not now, but in the prophecies to come. Right? Read.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Stop. Read it again.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Esau has God hated. So Esau came through the lineage of Abraham through Isaac, right? But Esau was not chosen. Isaac was chosen. Jacob was chosen. His 12 sons were chosen. You understand that?
So here's another question I got. We know there was a little scheming going on, right?
There was what?
Little scheming going on.
Little scheming going on.
Right? He went out to go hunt some wild game.
Okay.
Right?
Because Jacob supplanted Esau, right?
And then he was hungry when he came back from hunting, and he said, "Can I have some of your beans or your lentils or whatever it was?"
Okay.
So Jacob said, "Give me your birthright." He said, "What is it to me, right?"
Okay.
So he said, "Okay, you can have it. Give me them beans."
Come on.
So then, if God had already chosen Jacob,
Correct.
why was the scheming going on? You didn't have to scheme. You didn't have to lie.
You said if God had already chosen Jacob. Yes, sir.
He didn't have to trick him. He didn't have to go in there and say, get his mother to go.
Wait. So, do you understand that God has his way of things playing out, right? Right. Because in the Bible, you believe in the Bible, right? In the Bible, when was it declared that Jacob would get the blessing?
Did you just read that it was going to come through Israel?
Answer my question. In the Bible, when was it declared that Jacob would get the blessing? While they were in the womb. You understand? Give me Genesis chapter 25.
It just said Jacob have I loved.
Yes.
Esau have I hated. They wasn't even born yet.
Exactly. Listen, read what you got. Watch this. 25-21.
Book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him.
So what does it mean she was barren?
What he said, entreated?
Isaac entreated, meaning he prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was barren. What does that mean she was barren?
She couldn't have a baby.
So Isaac prayed to the Lord that he would open the womb of his wife, right?
He just said Jacob. Did he just say Jacob?
Read it again.
Verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife. And Isaac.
And who?
Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife.
Are you with me? Who prayed to the Lord for his wife?
That's Abraham's son, Isaac.
Exactly.
So he prayed for
Rebecca.
right.
Go ahead.
Because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebecca, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled within her.
And the what?
The children struggled within her.
So when the Lord allowed her womb to be opened up, right? What did she become pregnant with?
Twins.
Twins, right? Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so.
So if you bless me to be able to get pregnant, go ahead.
Why am I thus?
What does that mean?
Why she got twins?
She don't know that she got twins. They didn't have no, what is it called?
Ultrasound.
They didn't have no ultrasounds back then. So what does she mean? Why is it thus?
Why they going like this and that?
She don't, no. She don't know that it's a they. What she's experiencing in her stomach, it feels, it's a lot of rumbling.
Her womb, not stomach.
In her womb, which is in the stomach, it's a lot of rumbling in the tummy, you understand? So if you bless me, why am I experiencing so much pain in the womb, right? Right? Are you with me? Are you with me?
I'm with me, but you lost me with stomach.
No, womb, baby, womb. He said stomach, but he did say womb. He said womb.
So I lost you with stomach. So I lost you with stomach. Sis.
No, it's womb.
The abdomen. Okay, the abdomen, the womb.
That's right.
She's experiencing excruciating pain in her womb. If you bless me, God, why is my womb so painful right now? Go ahead.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Come on.
And the Lord said unto her.
So who is responding to her?
The Lord.
The Lord. So listen to what the Lord said. While she's still pregnant. Go ahead.
2 nations are in thy womb.
So what is the Lord revealing to her? That she got twins, right? 2 nations, 2 progenitors of 2 nations are in your womb. Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So what is it saying about these twins? What else?
They're 2 different nations.
They you got what else? Fraternal twins. So God is saying that these twins are fraternal, not only in the sense of individuals, but the nations that come from them. They will be completely different. Two manners of people. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
They're not going to be created equally. One nation is going to be stronger than the other nation. Right. Go ahead.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So which one will be stronger?
The younger one.
The younger one, right? So all of this is taking place when?
In her womb.
Right, before they were born.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled.
So now it skips ahead to where she's giving the birth, right? Go ahead.
Behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red.
So this is the elder, right? The first baby came out red. So this is the progenitor of a nation. He comes out red. Why does the Bible notate that?
What did you say?
He came out red.
Let me ask you this.
What was that question?
Why did the Bible notate that the first child that Rebecca had came out red?
I don't know.
Yes, but why did it notate that? The first man, what did he look like?
He was black.
He was black. How do you know that?
I mean, red. I mean, here it's saying red. But I don't know. I don't know. Good. I just don't.
The first man, meaning Adam, what did he look like?
What was the question?
You said Adam was white.
Oh, wait. What was the
You know,
question?
so just say you don't know. You don't
I
know
don't
what Adam
know.
looked like, right?
What was the
Give me
question?
Genesis 2 verse 6. Are y'all familiar with dirt?
Genesis 1?
No. I'm asking a question. Yes or no?
Especially the dirt that comes from upstate New York is blacker than the shirt.
Right. And what's the relationship with dirt and water? What does water do to the dirt? What else? What does it do to the color? Did it turn it white? It makes it darker, right? Moisture added to dirt makes it even darker. Brown dirt turns into dark mud when it rains. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, watch this. Read what you got.
Book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse 6.
Go ahead.
But there went up a mist from the earth.
Come on.
And watered the whole face of the ground.
So the ground was moisturized. So the dirt in the ground was wet. So picture mud when it rains, right? Is it a light color or a dark color? Excuse me, go ahead.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
So the Lord took that soil, like you said, that mud, and formed the very first man. So what did he look like? He was a black man, right? And what did God say before he made this man? Read verse chapter 1, verse 26. Watch this.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image.
So you agree that for him to be made from the moist dirt of the ground, that he had to be a what? A black man, right? So before he was created, what did they say in the heavens? Let us do what? Make man in our image. So what does God look like?
I never seen God.
So if he said, let us make man in our image, and the first man that he made was a black man, what does that tell you about God?
He's black.
That's right.
I think God is
Listen, let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick.
This brother said Jesus.
The point is, you had, in the beginning, you had God, the angels, you had a whole dwelling in the heavens, right? And then he created the earth, and he said, let us make man in our image. And that first man was a black man, right? Now, Adam is the father of all humankind, right? So, my question was, and that's in Genesis chapter 2. My question was, why did it notate in Genesis 25, when Esau was born, that he came out red? Why would it notate that? If everybody came from Adam and he was a black man, what does that say about all the nations at that time in Genesis? They were what? They were dark-skinned people. That's right. So this So, this baby is red, right? So, what is that? How is a person red?
The skin?
How? Huh? No melanin. So what happens when you have a lack of melanin? Which shows forth through your skin?
Your blood?
Your blood! Right. Go back to Genesis 25, listen good, come on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red, all over, like a hairy goat.
So not only was he red, meaning he lacked melanin, but he was also very hairy. Different on the scale of everybody else coming out, because everybody else coming out with hair, right? But this baby in particular, we have to add that detail. He has a different caliber of hairiness. So he's red and he's hairy. Go ahead.
And they called his name Esau.
So they called his name Esau. Do you know what Esau means? Esau means wasted away. Point one, the melanin in his skin. How did he come out red? Because he lacked melanin, right? The melanin in his skin was wasted away. The second point, him as a nation, as a people, they're the latter end of them, as a people, according to the Bible, that entire nation will be wasted away.
That's right.
Now watch this, read on.
And after that came his brother out.
So after that came out his brother. Now when it says came his brother out, it doesn't give any crazy adjectives or details. Why? Because he was normal, just like the rest of the babies that came out up to that point.
That's right.
Read on.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
So pay attention. Whose hand was on Esau's heel?
Jacob.
And Jacob's name was changed to what? Eventually, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, right? Right. So this is where Christianity, this goes over our people's head, right? When Jacob came out the womb, he held Esau's heel, right? So remember what I said, when Esau came out, they named him Esau based on his appearance, but it had a deeper meaning. Right. His melanin is wasted away, but them as a nation will be wasted away. That's right. When Jacob comes out, he's holding the heel of Esau, right? So based on him doing that, watch this.
And his name was called Jacob.
So they named him Jacob. Jacob means supplanter, right? Which you mentioned, he ended up fulfilling by what you said, scheming for the birthright. But when he came out, they named him Jacob, which meant supplanter, based on him having his hand on Esau's heel. Right. This may be a little supplanter. He's trying to take the position. Now, what is the deeper meaning of that, do you think? Do you think that has any greater significance pertaining to that younger child, which was promised to rule over the elder? What is the greatest significance of him holding that heel?
Wasn't there something about them putting something on the hand that came out first, or cord?
No, you confusing. That's with Rachel, Leah. That's something later in Genesis.
Another set of twins, though.
Yes, but that's something later. That's dealing with Judah's children, right? So don't conflate
So
that.
he was reaching for his brother's heel.
Yes.
The supplanter.
Yes. And that was Jacob, right? I'm going to give it to you. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Listen good, my sister. This finna rock your world. You receive it. Watch this. Come on.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time?
So Ezra is asking the Lord, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Meaning, what's going to take place? What event is going to cause this world to pass away and the world to come into effect? Watch this.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
When shall be the what?
The end of the first.
Have this world ended yet from the time of Genesis?
Not ended yet.
Right. So Ezra is asking, what's the sign for me to be able to tell the end of the world? Watch this.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
Come on.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto...
From who?
From Abraham.
So it's all coming full circle. From Abraham unto who?
Unto Isaac.
Unto Isaac. Come on.
When Jacob and Esau were born.
When Jacob and Esau Esau were born. So the topic is the end of the world. But the answer that he's given is in Genesis. The first book in the Bible, which means beginnings. To know the end, you got to go back to the beginning. So he said, when Jacob and Esau were born, go ahead.
When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Wait a minute. Remember the question. What signifies the end of the world? He says when Jacob and Esau were born, Jacob had the horn of Esau's heel, right? Now remember, Esau came out red and hairy. What nation fits that description?
Indians.
The so-called Caucasian, no, not the Indians. The so-called Caucasian. They don't have no melanin. That's why the blood so forth through their skin, and they're the hairiest people in the world. Right? So, watch this. Jacob, he came out regular. His name was changed to Israel, right? What you see on these signs right here. Israel was prophesied to go into slavery on ships. Who did that happen to?
That happened to our ancestors.
That happened to our ancestors, right? Yokes of iron put on their neck. Who did that happen to? That happened to us. Your sons and daughters given to another people. Who did that happen to? Right. So when you put two and two together, Esau, the white man, fits that description. Jacob, we fit that description. So he says, what signifies the end of the world? Jacob, read on.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So Jacob grabbed hold of the heel of Esau. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
What?
For Esau is the end of the world.
So what did that represent? When Jacob held the heel of Esau, it says Esau is the end of the world. Come on.
And Jacob.
And who?
Jacob.
The baby that came after the younger. Go ahead.
Is the beginning of it that followeth.
So wait a minute. That's right. The end of this world and the beginning of the next world, which is the kingdom of heaven, right? That is signified in the birth of Jacob and Esau. When Jacob held Esau's heel, remember they named him supplanter, right? That means you're going to take somebody's position. Who's ruling the world right now? The so-called white man. Who at the bottom right now?
The black man.
Our people, right?
Black man. Yeah, now let me.
It's starting to click now. It's starting to click. So what does that mean? What is that saying? We up next.
That's right.
We up next. So that shows you that Esau is not counted for the seed of Abraham. You understand? Go back to Romans chapter 9, read verse 4. Listen good. Romans chapter 9, verse 4. Listen good.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4.
Come on.
Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? Israelites are descendants of Jacob. That's that nation, that younger nation that would be greater than the elder, meaning the Caucasians. Go ahead.
To whom pertaineth the adoption,
Read.
and the glory,
Come on.
and the covenant,
Come on.
and the giving of the law,
Come on.
and the service of God,
Come on.
and the promises.
And the promises. Promises. Right? Now read verse 8 again.
Verse 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh.
Come on.
These are not the children of God.
Watch this.
But the children of the promise.
Stop. Who are the children of the promise?
Jacob.
Jacob, the Israelites. The children of the promise are what?
Are counted for the seed.
So who is counted as the seed of Abraham? Only the Israelites.
That's
They
right.
are the children of the promise. You understand? Isaiah 41 and 8. This scripture is going to make it super plain and easy.
Isaiah 48.
Watch this, Isaiah 41 verse 8. It's going to explicitly identify who the seed of Abraham is. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 8.
Watch it.
But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
Watch this.
The seed of Abraham.
Who is Israel and Jacob?
The seed of Abraham.
Who is Israel and Jacob?
The seed of Abraham, my friend.
So, who is the seed of Abraham according to the Bible? Is it Ishmael? Is it Esau? No! The children of the promise are accounted for the seed. To the Israelites pertaining the promises. Do you understand? Those are the ones counted as the seed of Abraham. Now I'm going to take a more scenic route for you. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 3 verse 13. Listen good. I got you. I'm going to get to all of it. I'm going to get to all of it.
She gotta go.
I got you. I'm going to get to you. 2nd Ezra 3:13. Listen.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3 and verse 13. Now, when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Abraham.
So, when the world was wicked, in the book of Genesis, the Lord chose Abraham, that one man, right?
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 13.
Come on.
Now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them, whose name was Abraham.
Go ahead.
Him thou lovest.
So, Abraham, God loved. Go ahead.
And unto him only thou showest thy will.
Unto him only God showed his will. Out of all the people in the earth, he was only dealing with Abraham on that level. Go ahead.
And made an everlasting covenant with him.
Now remember in Romans 9, it said to the Israelites pertain to covenants. So God made a covenant with Abraham. Go ahead.
Promising him.
What? Promising. Who are the children of the promise? The Israelites. But it's talking about Abraham right now. Promising. Go ahead.
Promising him that thou wouldst never forsake his seed.
God would never forsake the seed of Abraham. You follow. Go ahead. Come on.
Okay. And unto him thou gavest Isaac.
So unto Abraham, God gave Isaac. Come on.
And unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
So to Isaac, God gave Jacob and Esau, the twins, right? Read on.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him.
God did this what?
Thou didst choose him.
So out of those twins, God chose Jacob. Jacob, the Israelites are the chosen seed. Read on.
Thou didst choose him to thee.
Come on, watch this.
And put by Esau.
And then what?
And put by Esau.
And then what?
And put by Esau.
The Bible says that God put by Esau. Right. What does that mean? Put by Esau. What is that? Put him to the side. You don't count. You're wasted away. You understand? So when it comes to the lineage of Abraham, Esau is put by. He doesn't count. He's not counted for the seed of Abraham.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.